One of the biggest surprises of 2021 is the response to the teaser for the film KGF Chapter 2. A massive 100 million views in just 2 days. The first part of the movie, KGF, was released at the end of the year 2018, and as soon as it was released in theaters, it was celebrated like no other film of that year. Overnight, the director Prashant Neel and the actor Yash became one of the biggest, if not the biggest talents in the entire film industry in India. Though the film was originally made in Kannada language, the movie got widespread acceptance in every nook and corner of India and also the world. So today, I want to ask why? Why did the audience react to KGF like this? How did it achieve the status of modern day mythology? What is Prashant Neel's secret and how you can use it in your writing? What if I say that there is a formula to write stories like KGF? What if I say that the writer and the director of the film, Prashant Neel, borrowed from an already existing story to write KGF? No, I'm not saying that he plagiarized any other movie or anything like that. KGF is one of the most original films to come out of India. So what am I exactly trying to say here? Prashant Neel borrowed from this. This is a template for hero's journey, also known as the monomyth. It was invented by author Joseph Campbell. I was really surprised when I compared KGF with the monomyth. Almost every single plot point is placed according to the monomyth. Now, there is no way to know if Prashant Neel followed the hero's journey template, but in this video, we will compare both and I will let you decide, because the similarities will blow your mind. Before we start the analysis, allow me to tell you what is the hero's journey or the monomyth. Author and explorer of mythologies Joseph Campbell, after researching mythological stories from all over the world like India, Greece, China, and also from nomadic tribes of Africa, noticed something really interesting. This revelation made him legendary in the field of mythology and history. He noticed that all the mythological stories, no matter how far apart they are from one another, or no matter how different their culture, all of them followed the same pattern in the storytelling. Based on all this, he writes the legendary book, Hero with a Thousand Faces. Each and every story about the mythological hero is all the same when you look at its structure. Using this insight, he created the monomyth. From Ramayana and Mahabharata to King Arthur and the Heart, no matter how different the mythologies are culturally, they all look the same when you see it narratively. This template has inspired even modern days movies and novels like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, The Matrix, and now KGF. Now let's see how Prashant Neel used the monomyth to create one of the biggest blockbuster movies of India. Since the second chapter is not released yet, in this video we will analyze chapter 1 of KGF. The monomyth or the hero's journey has 12 stages. Mythologies need not follow all the 12 stages. Many mythological stories don't. But the beauty of KGF Chapter 1, it follows each and every single stage of the monomyth. The way it is written is incredible. KGF Chapter 1 follows exactly till the midpoint of the hero's journey template. Maybe when KGF Chapter 2 gets released, we will come to know about the rest. But let's see how the template is incorporated in Chapter 1 for now. And when the second chapter comes, we will analyze that in another video. Let's dive in. As I mentioned earlier, the hero's journey consists of 12 stages, but it also has two divisions. They are known and the unknown. The known is where the hero starts his journey from, the place where hero is most comfortable. In KGF, the known is Mumbai. The unknown is the place where the hero is not familiar, and everything in unknown is new to the hero. In KGF, the unknown is Narachi, the mines. According to the monomyth, the hero journeys through all the 12 stages of the monomyth and comes out transformed and also much stronger than how he started. The first stage is status quo. It is the beginning of the story. Here the hero or the protagonist is in his comfort zone. We are introduced to the main character in this stage. This stage is here to help the audience get connected to the hero. When we see Rocky for the first time, we see him effortlessly beating the people who came to kill him. In KGF, we spend a good amount of time showing who is Rocky and what he is capable of. He is one of the most feared criminals in Mumbai and nobody can defeat him. If you look at it from a philosophical angle, Rocky is already at the top of his food chain. He has achieved his notoriety by struggling from his childhood. The second stage in the monomyth is called Call to Adventure. Here, the hero is presented with a new challenge. This challenge is something that he has never faced before. In KGF, the call to adventure is shown in this scene.
ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ಬೊಂಬೈ ನಿಂದು.
Here, Andrew arrives at Mumbai to offer the entire Mumbai's business to Rocky. In return, he has to assassinate Garuda, the son of Suryavardhan, who is going to inherit KGF after his father's death. Like any hero, Rocky accepts the challenge and heads to Bangalore. Here, the hero has to travel from his comfort zone and go to a place of action. This stage will be about moving away from the known to the unknown. Third stage, refusal of the call. In this stage, the hero seems to be ignoring or has forgotten the purpose because of which he made the journey. In KGF, this is shown when Rocky is seen flirting with Reena, and in this scene when his accomplice is seen to be seriously talking about the assassination, he is seen not caring about it. In mythologies, this stage is shown where the hero is facing self-doubt and fears. Refusal of the call stage is there to make the hero get prepared before the stakes gets raised. Rocky will have planned to assassinate Garuda in the inauguration event. He figures out a way to get a gun inside, but just a few moments before he can take the shot, he comes to know who he is facing. He realizes that to assassinate Garuda, he needs to be more alert. This is when he doubts his capabilities. The fourth stage is called Meeting the Mentor. In this stage, the hero has realized the challenge he has taken upon himself is something that is going to demand a lot of struggle. This is the stage in which hero is seen to be preparing. In KGF, we see Andrew guiding Rocky about what to do next. In this stage, the hero faces a lot of self-doubt, but he has to believe in his mentor's guidance and start his journey. And that's exactly what Rocky does. Fifth, crossing the threshold. This is the point of mythology where the hero enters the point of no return. Once he passes through this phase, there is no coming back. In the movie, Rocky enters Narachi exactly at this point. In this stage, Rocky knows that he has to do what he has come to do. That is to assassinate Garuda. Because if he doesn't, he'll have to spend his rest of his life in this soul-sucking labor camp digging gold for the rest of his life. And Rocky also knows that in his assassination attempt, if he fails, he will be killed instantly. Crossing the threshold is the part where the hero bets everything. He has to have a lot of conviction in himself to reach this stage. The sixth stage is tests, allies, enemies. The hero in this stage is now out of the comfort zone and is now looking around and observing the place. Here he faces a lot of tests and obstacles that are planned to break his spirits. In the film, we can see Rocky getting beaten by the guards and witnessing many painful instances in the mines. This stage is there to completely take away any hope that is left in the hero, and in the movie, Rocky also feels the same. He looks at the pain and sufferings of the people around him, and he also doubts himself if he is doing the right thing. In this stage, the hero meets a lot of people. Some of them will be supportive, but some of them will be trying to take his attention away from the quest. This enhances the difficulties the hero is facing. Think of this stage as a pressure cooker. There is a lot of pressure that is building inside the hero, but if he reacts, he will be dead. The seventh stage is called Approach to the Innermost Cave. This stage is short, but it is very important in the hero's journey. Here the hero will be contemplating with his inner self if he should or if he shouldn't take the leap of faith. Here he knows that if he takes the leap, there is a huge chance of things going wrong. In the movie, we see this in this scene. He's thinking about what is happening around him. Here we see the transformation that is happening inside Rocky. He will be the person who has come to assassinate Garuda, but now by looking at the people around him, he also feels responsible for them. Here, he feels that he is part of something that is bigger than himself, and this gives him strength to go to the next stage, which is the ordeal. Here the hero faces everything that he was resisting to face in the previous stage. All the pressure that is built up in stage 6 is released in this phase. In KGF, we see this happening in this scene. Now that he is a part of something bigger than himself, it gives him a tremendous amount of strength to face anyone that comes in front of him. In mythology, this stage is when the war or the fight happens. Rocky tears apart everything and everyone. And finally, he accomplishes what he has come for. This is where KGF Chapter 1 ends. Exactly at the midpoint of the hero's journey template. Even though I know that I am speculating and maybe Prashant Neel wrote the story without the help of the monomyth, but here the point is how every mythology follows the same pattern of storytelling. We can see how a mythological character is created by making the character follow the hero's journey. Let's wait for KGF Chapter 2 and see if Prashant Neel still continues the same template. Thank you for watching the video. If you have anything that you want to say about KGF or the hero's journey, do let me know in the comment section. And for more videos like this, please do subscribe.